came in like light through a stormy sky. Tore down the walls I swore I'd never let die. Your voice in the silence, your hand in the dark, lit a fire in my soul, and it burned from the start. We weren't some fairy tale, no perfect design, but every crack in us still felt by design. Even when we break, I can't draw the line, 'cause in every version, you'll always be mine. You'll always be mine. When the colors all fade, when the makeup is gone, and the promises age, through the calm and the storms, the truth and the lies, you're my once in a lifetime. You'll always be mine. We've had those nights where we sleep back to back, words left unspoken, the silence attacks, but we never walk out, even bruised, even blind. There's a thread in our hearts that we both still find. It's not always roses, not always light, but I fight through the dark just to hold you each night. It's not about perfect, it's about the climb, and knowing each morning you'll always be mine. You'll always be mine, even wrinkle with time, when the youth fades away, but your soul's still divine. We've danced through the fire, now we drink the wine. There's a life in the next one. You'll always be mine. We don't say it daily, but we feel it so loud, in the quiet support when we're lost in the crowd. There's a look in your eyes that forever defines. No need for a ring to know you'll always be mine. You'll always be mine. When I can't find the words, when my hands shake with age, and my voice goes unheard, you're the calm in my chaos, the rhythm, the sign. When everything fades, you'll always be mine. You'll always be mine. We're the moment beyond space and time. You'll always be mine. I remember the night you walked into my storm, heart full of chaos, but your touch felt warm. You said love's never easy, but it's worth the fall. And just like that, you broke down every wall. We weren't perfect, no stars in our eyes, just real conversations and no pretty lies. But still through the mess, I saw every sign that you were the one. You'll always be mine, always be mine. In the silence and sound, when the sky falls apart, you still hold me down. From the first breath of love to the last day of time, you're etched in my soul. You'll always be mine. We've yelled through the night, slammed too many doors. You cried on the bed, I curled up on the floor. But we always come back, 'cause this love's got fight. Even broken hearts know when it feels right. We've made I've run out of grace, but I still see forever when I look at your face. The world may change, but not this heart of mine, not what we are. You'll always be mine. You'll always be mine. Through the doubt and the rain, through the distance, the hurt, the laughter, the pain. If the stars burn out and the oceans decline, this truth won't fade. You'll always be mine. And when we're gray and can't dance like before, I'll still hold you close like I did once more. Even if memory starts losing its line, I'll still know your face. You'll always be mine. You'll always be mine. Not just in this life. Through lifetimes I'd find you again as my wife. You're the pulse in my chest, the light I define. Beyond all endings, you'll always be mine. In every breath, in every time, you'll always be mine, be mine. I still remember the rain on your face, how we kissed through the storm like the world was our place. Your laugh in the dark, how it lit up the night, like fate was just waiting to get this love right. We did it right, fairy tales, we just wrote truth. With scars on our hands and a fire in our youth. But I do it all, every tear, every line, to know what I know now. You'll always be mine. You'll always be mine. In the silence, the sound, when the world lets us down, we still turn it around. You're my once in a lifetime, a reason on my side. No matter the distance, you'll always be mine. We've had nights we don't speak, slammed a few doors, said things we regret, left love on the floor. But baby, we grow, even when it gets rough. 'Cause real love ain't perfect, just stubborn enough. You hold me like home when the world falls apart, and every fight ends with your head on my heart. We bend but don't break, and through every sign, it's written in us. You'll always be mine. You'll always be mine. When the lights all go low, when we're old and we're slow, with no place to go, you're my deepest of roots, my favorite line. In every tomorrow, you'll always be mine. Even if we lose the days we knew, if I forget my name, I'll remember you. There's a love that time can't ever unwind. It's yours, it's ours, you'll always be mine. You'll always be mine. Past the stars and the years, through laughter and doubt, through joy and the tears, you're my lifetime of love. In rhythm and rhyme. Now always, forever, you'll always be mine. You'll always be mine. Always be mine, mine. Mine, mine. I saw forever in your eyes the first time you smiled. Time stood still, the world faded out for a while. You reached for my hand like the stars had aligned, and whispered a promise, you'll always be mine. Even through the storms, the silence, the fights, we held on to love in the darkest of nights. You're the rhythm in my chest, my favorite line, the echo in my soul. You'll always be mine. You'll always be mine. Through the fire, through the fall, in the loudest of nights, when the world feels small. You're my heart's forever, my reason, my sign. In every lifetime, you'll always be mine. We've had broken mornings, words we regret, tears on the floor and hearts that forget. But even then, baby, I choose you each time. 'Cause loving you hurts, but it still feels divine. We carved out a home in a world full of doubt, where love isn't perfect, but we never walk out. You're the still in my chaos, the peace I find. No matter what changes, you'll always be mine. You'll always be mine. Through the highs, through the stars, in the quiet of night, or on a million stars. You're my constant flame, my sweetest rhyme. From now to forever, you'll always be mine. Even if we age and memories fade, even if we break, I somehow stay. There's a vow I made with your hand in mine, not just for today, for all the time. You'll always be mine when the seasons rewind and the colors all fade and we're both out of time. You're my always, my ever, my sun when it shines, and in every heartbeat, you'll always be mine. You'll always be mine. I still remember the night you first smiled. The stars felt quiet, the world stood still for a while. You whispered forever, like you meant every line. And I knew in that moment you'd always be mine. Through the storms, through the fire, we held on tight. Every scar became proof of our fight. Even when the skies turned dark and cold, your hand was worth more than gold. You'll always be mine in the way your name lingers, like a melody caught on my trembling fingers. Even if the world forgets our time and every heartbeat, you'll always be mine. We've had our falls, we've kissed through pain, loved through silence, danced in the rain. And though we change with the passing tides, the love we made never left our sides. No matter the distance, no matter the years, I'll find you again through laughter or tears. Love like ours, it don't fade or rewind. It lives on in soul, it lives on in time. You'll always be mine, like the moon owns the tide, like the fire in us that never died. Even if forever takes its time, I'll still be yours, and you'll always be mine. In every dream